Andrea, hello. Oh, hello, Vivi. It's rare for me to ever get any kind of text from you these days. Well, I just have something I'd like to ask you is all. Something you'd like to ask me? It's pretty rare of you to ask me of anything as well, Vivi. So, what could it be? As it turns out, Michael will be having to go to work closer to the town you're living in after he took a job transfer for his company. What? Is that right? So, since he'll have to be working so close to you and your husband now, we're going to move in with the both of you. Please and thank you. Huh? You're both moving in with us? What? Wait. This is only the first time that I'm hearing about this. When exactly are you both planning on moving out to our house? Please tell me this won't be for at least another month. What? We're coming over there today. Today? The moving truck won't be getting there until tomorrow, but both Michael and I will be there in another 2 hours. Oh, and I'll be bringing along 4 of your grandchildren as well. Wait a second, please. You can't be serious about all of that, right? And you already expect to be arriving at my house in another 2 hours to begin living here? I have had no time at all to get things ready for you two, so please give me more time. But we got permission from your husband to move in today. What? My husband said this was all okay? Just 2 days ago, we called him asking if it'd be all right for both of us to move in with you guys. And his answer was, yeah, all right. That was his approval. 2 days ago? Even 2 days ago is way too soon for you guys to be telling us that you're moving in today. Well, whether you think this is too quick of us or not, we've already started paying for our room there. You left Michael's room intact, right? Yeah. Well, it still has all his old things in it. Well then, for tonight we're both going to be staying in that old room of his. And if you started to work on getting a room ready for the kids, then I think it should be all right for them by the time we get there. So this means there will be 6 more people moving into our house now? There was no warning at all about this, and yet you're already on your way here? Your guys' house has 2 stories and 5 bedrooms in it, plus the detached garage with the attic, which can count as a 6th room. I don't think there will be any problems at all with that kind of space for us. Come on now, Vivi. Would you let me have a word with my son first about this? I can give him a call right now to see what's going on here. He's driving us to your place right now, so he can't pick up his phone. Then would you please let me call you and put me on speaker so that he can hear me? Nope. Now, in the next 2 hours, we'll be at your place and under your care then. Thank you, Andrea. Excuse me, Vivi, what are all these cats doing here? There are 4 or 5 of them now? I can't tell because they all keep running around the place. What were you thinking opening up that cage the moment you opened the door to my house? What? I thought I already told you about them just a second ago. We brought along our 4 children and my 5 cats. So please take good care of all of us. I heard about you bringing the kids and everything, but you never said anything to me about 5 cats. But Andrea, you guys already have a cat living here, right? It's that Munchkin cat named May, right? I'm sure your cat will be happy to have all these new friends in the house. My cat has never ever lived in the same place as other cats, so I don't think she'll like all your cats here one bit. Having 5 new cats running all over her house now is going to put her into a panic, which is not good for a cat. Now that I think about it, where is May at? My kids all want to go and find her so they can pet her. She's in my room right now hiding so that she doesn't have to see any of you guys. Hiding in your room? The last time you guys all came over to my house, your kids and you all started to chase after May while she was freaking out. She almost had a heart attack. We were all just wanting to play with her then. You have 5 cats of your own, and you couldn't tell that May wanted nothing to do with any of you and was trying to hide? Andrea, you are exaggerating now. Well, I guess this just means that you know a lot more about cats than I do, which means all 5 of my babies will be in very good hands with you taking care of them. So, Andrea, since Michael, myself, and our 4 kids all came over here to give you the luxury of living with us, you'll have to watch over my 5 cats and take care of all our chores for us, please. Huh? I can see that you have that cat tower from May in the living room, but that's not going to be enough for 5 more cats. So there'll need to be another one at least, right? You hold it right there, Vivi. I'll leave picking out a second cat tower to you, so please get everything in order for my cats. I haven't even had a chance to fully voice my opinion. But I told you before that your husband said it was fine for all of us to be here, right? He even told me that you'd be willing to take all my cats as well and care for them, so it was all right to bring them. Huh? Actually, where is your husband right now, Andrea? He's on a business trip. Oh, he is? Jesus Christ, that man has really gone and done it now. Andrea! Could you please get my cats some food to eat and hurry up with all of our breakfasts? Michael and all the kids will be leaving soon, so you need to get to work on breakfast now or they won't be able to eat anything. Excuse me? I already told you all that you can have whatever food you'd like that we have, and that you can use anything in the kitchen that you need. So please make yourselves some breakfast to eat. I've already taken care of feeding May and myself this morning, so everything is up to you now. Huh? You are a mother, and that's how you're going to act now? We already made a promise, even stating that you would be taking care of my cats and all the chores in this house, right? We only just started living together with you here, so would you please get your act together? Wait, is this you trying to mess with me or something now? I never once said that I was all right with this decision. But the owner of this house and its breadwinner said that it was fine for all of us to move in here with you guys. Hey, I think that you are gravely mistaken about something here, Vivi. This house happens to belong to me. What? I understand that my husband has the problem of thinking he's the one running the show over there, with his pretty meaningless job and everything. But I am the one making 5 times the amount he is per year and the one with my name on this house. What? But Andrea, you're nothing more than a part-timer. No, I am not. Right now I'm working as the executive director for a decently sized cosmetics company. An executive director? I am in my room right now with May, trying to get her to relax and not be as worried by all that noise downstairs. And I made sure to bring my laptop up here in order to get some work done from home today. However, I have no clue what my husband or Michael has been telling you. But it does not change the fact that the owner and breadwinner of this house is not okay with you all being here. That is my answer to your question of if it was all right for you guys to move in with us. What the heck? Andrea, we've decided that we won't be leaving this house after all. What? You heard about how your husband came home from his business trip today, right? And since you're not coming out of the garage attic at all to come and see us, we talked with your husband and he decided that we will all be living in the house together while you stay out there. And then, after talking with him a little bit more just now, we decided it would be best if he became the owner of this house now. Excuse me? He was telling all of us to tell you that if you don't give him the house, he's going to divorce you. We all don't care that this house is all yours and that you're making the money. There are a bunch more of us than there is you, which means you've already lost to the whole family. Understood? So that's how you all want to play this game? Well, if that's the way things are going to be, then so be it. I'm going back to my family house. What? Your family house? I'm sure you've all been told at least once by me that my parents' house is in the next town over. Right now, my 89-year-old father is living together with my younger brother and his wife. And my father happens to still be doing so well that he works twice a week at his age. I plan to go back there now with my little baby, where I know my brother and his wife will be happy to care for her instead of traumatize her. And until you all are out of my house, I think that my family will be happy to let me stay there and take care of me. Wait, you can go ahead and leave this place all you want, but that's not going to make any one of us want to leave here, right? And actually, if you go ahead and do something like that, your husband is going to divorce you. And about that divorce, I have the paperwork for it right here with me. Huh? And I'm sure you didn't know this, but Michael should be aware. 2 years ago, when you first started to come over to my house with Michael, I could tell that there was something severely wrong with your head, and the way you would treat Michael and I worried me a lot. But Michael is too weak of a man to do anything about your attitude, and my husband is too much of an idiot to realize what you do to this family. So I told Michael what I'd be doing in order to open his eyes a little. Wait, what? I'll tell you more of the details later. Goodbye now. Andrea, what the heck? What's happening? Why is this happening? I'm assuming that the documents relating to what will all happen next have arrived there? That's right. Just a couple of days ago, Michael left me at this house after he gave me his divorce papers, and I was wondering what the hell had happened to him. But now I know he found out about what I'd been doing. By the way, it was all too easy to see what you were doing behind his back. Every single time my husband would be around you, he would always want to talk with you and at times even flirt with you. And you would reciprocate to his advances, always flirting back with him, but with even more vigor than he was. I started to notice things had been going on around 5 months ago, but when I looked into you both, this whole relationship has been going on for 2 years now. And after you had come into my home and started to live with us, you would always wait for my husband to be home and use the time before my son got home to take your relationship to the next level. You know about all of that as well? I really wondered what it was about that 60-year-old man who was already married to me that got you going. But now I'm well aware of what you've been after with him. You've been wanting my large 5-bedroom house with the open yard and large garage. Correct? What? You'd been thinking from the start that this house was all his. And in your attempt to get me to leave that house, you moved in with not only my son and your kids, but those 5 cats after only having just warned me you'd be coming. And then you released your cats all over my house, asked me to take care of them and all the chores for you, and even started to tell me to give my house to my husband once you found out I'm the owner. Well, if you thought that was going to be enough to get me to give up the house and leave you all alone, you must have forgotten that I am also the breadwinner, and that I have control of the whole situation still. So, you knew about my plan all along, then? Now, since you've informed me that the document filled with all the papers that had been sent to you made it, let's talk about them. What? Vivi, I'm going to get a settlement from both you and my husband for having had that long affair. Wait a second, I'm going to break up with your husband now. And you can also see Michael, right? If he really is going to divorce me, I'm going to have to pay him for all 4 of those kids in child support. Well, those 4 are going with you, right? Michael said he no longer wants to have custody of them now. And considering what you've done to him, he doesn't need to take care of them anymore. In other words, that means you'll be keeping your kids, and he will not be paying child support to you. No way! Now, if you have anything else you'd like to say to me, you may talk with my lawyer about it, and he will tell me. And as for Michael, he's with his lawyer now, talking about how much he'll be able to get from you and his father in this divorce. What? No, Andrea, I've already lost all ties to my family. I'm just a housewife right now, so there's no money in my accounts that anyone can have. That's totally right. Well, luckily, Michael will be taking all 5 of your cats in the divorce, so you won't have to worry about feeding any of them. I wasn't worried about the dang cats. Help me, please, Andrea. Nope. Bye-bye now. Andrea! Had Michael's wife kept her mouth shut and never did anything with my husband in order to get the house from me, she probably could have once we'd passed away and given it to them. But because she didn't have the patience to sit around and wait her turn, things ended up going against her plans. After both my husband and I, and Michael and Vivi, had our divorces, Vivi and my ex ended up getting married because she still believed that he had money and would be able to pay off all their settlements. However, him having enough money to pay off that much was not true. And things only took a turn for the worse when Vivi was told by the city that she could not get married to her ex-father-in-law at that time. So in the end, those two decided to break things off and split up. My ex-husband ended up getting a demotion and a pay decrease after his manager and the company found out about what had happened with Vivi and I. And as for Vivi, she had to pay off both settlements by herself, and that put her into some major debt with the banks. And there was also worry from the court about her 4 children, and it was decided that all 4 of them would need to be placed in a foster home. And the only way she could get them back is by proving she could make enough money to support them all. And so as of right now, she's working 3 different jobs all at the same time, looking as though she hasn't slept in months, trying to do everything she can to pay off that debt and get all 4 of her kids back. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Hey Sam, are you almost ready to head out for your business trip?
Sure thing, Indigo. I'll be ready to go as soon as I've had my lunch.
I see. Will you be eating in the work cafeteria?
Yeah, actually. They just released a new menu, so I was thinking of trying it out. Some of the stuff on there looks surprisingly good.
I see. Well, I was a little sad I couldn't make you one of my special love-made lunchboxes today.
I appreciate the thought, but it couldn't be helped this time. The boss told me I'm to head straight out for my business trip as soon as I get off today, because the meeting's schedule is going to be real tight when I get there. I didn't have room for a lunchbox in my suitcase.
Right. I guess the department you work in is notorious for having regular business trips. I suppose I'm just going to have to get used to it, huh?
Right. It'll make things a whole lot easier on you if you do.
Alright, well I hope you have a good time, sweet... is what I want to say. But I'd be lying if I said this was easy for me, Sam.
What do you mean?
You're gonna be away for a whole 2 weeks, right? I'll get lonely without you. This is the first time we've been apart for 2 weeks since getting married.
Right. Well, I'll be lonely without you too, babe.
If it looks like you're gonna be coming home early, make sure to let me know in advance, okay? If you do, I want to be sure to have a big, lavish feast ready for your return. And for that, I'll need plenty of notice.
Whoa, thanks, babe. I'll be sure to let you know. I love you too.
Bruce! I know you're probably super busy with important work stuff right now, so I'm just gonna leave you some messages. Make sure to reply when you get the chance. It's about the luxury spa resort vacation we were talking about. Everything's okay on my end, so we're good to go. Meet me today at 5 p.m. outside Archibald Station, okay? To be honest, I was really hoping we could go together and enjoy the scenery on the way. But my parents would just not shut up. I ended up spending way longer than I planned to at their place, so we're gonna have to meet there instead. On the other hand, I told them I'm going away on another vacation with my girlfriends. So actually, it's probably for the best me and you don't get seen together around town. Sorry to cause all this trouble. I hate constantly having to tiptoe around like this all the time. Anyways, I'm heading out soon, so I'll catch you later, my big, rugged, hunky stallion. I love you, Brucey.
Bruce, how are things looking on your end? Sup, Sam? Everything is proceeding as planned. She just messaged again saying we're good to meet at Archibald Station at 5 p.m. I just clocked out of work early with the special permission from the boss. I'm heading out to the rendezvous point as we speak. I should be there in just under 30 minutes. Roger that. I'm already here and I just got a seat inside the family restaurant we agreed to meet at. You'll find me in the left corner as you walk in, wearing a black baseball cap. Got it. But what? How do I put this? Oh, what's up? Look, I know I already said this a million times, and I know it's probably bugging you by now, but I really am sorry. I might not have known, but that's no excuse to put my hands on the wife of a childhood friend. Jeez, Bruce, look, it's fine, really. It's not like you're psychic. There was nothing you could have done about it. Stop beating yourself up, will ya? None of this would be happening if Indigo hadn't lied to you about being single. This is her fault, not yours. Me and you hadn't seen each other in 12 years until this strange course of events reunited us. I didn't tell you I'd gotten married either, so you had no way of knowing she was married, and even if you did, you had no way of knowing it was to me. Why beat yourself up over something you had literally no way of knowing? Well, yeah, I guess you're right. You know what the craziest thing is? If me and you hadn't met by coincidence and exchanged numbers in town that time, there's a good chance that even now, neither of us would be any the wiser to what she was up to. To tell you the truth, my feelings on this are a little complicated right now, but I'm trying my best to keep a positive mind and look forward to the future. What's most important is that you're working together with me on this. To me, that counts more than anything. This is the last time you apologized to me about this. You hear me? Oh, yeah. Look, I'm so glad you got such a big heart, Sam. Thanks. Right, back to business. Me and you have got work to do. I'm waiting for you inside the family restaurant by the southern exit of Frog Pond Station. Got it.
Hey, Bruce. I'm waiting for you at Archibald Station. Where are you, honeykins?
Sorry, babe. I'm on my way in the car as we speak. But the roads are crazy congested down here. I just stopped in a hardware store parking lot so I could let you know.
Oh, I see.
Oh, looking at the state of the highway right now, it's looking like I'll be 1 or 2 hours late at this rate. It might be best if you get checked into the hotel first and wait for me. Can you do that?
Okay, I will.
Alright, I'm gonna start driving again. Catch you later.
Alright, drive safe, baby.
Indigo.
Huh? Sam? Did you get off work already?
Yeah. I'm on my way to the hotel now.
Huh? A hotel? Oh, you mean the business hotel you usually stay at?
Nope, you will never believe it. The boss is treating us all to a stay at a luxury spa resort. We're all gonna be staying in a nearby 5-star hotel. Isn't that nuts?
Oh, wow, I see. Oh, that's great, honey.
What about you? How have you been?
Oh, me? Nothing much, sweetie. I've just been cooking myself some supper is all.
I see. That reminds me,
Anyway, sweetie, I think I'm gonna go jump in the shower now.
Oh, really? Not like you to shower this early.
I think you talking about your luxury spa resort suddenly made me want to take one.
Ah, that's so.
Yep. All right, well, I'm gonna get ready to jump in, so I'll catch you later.
Cool. See you later, Indigo. Yeah, Indigo. I just got to the hotel lobby. What's our room number?
Brucey, I've been waiting for you, big boy. You'll never guess what. This hotel is so posh. They don't even have room numbers. Our room is called the Wisteria Suite.
Wow, really is the real deal, huh? Alright, I'm heading up.
Hey, guess what? Our room's open-air jacuzzi is the bomb. Let's jump in and take a relaxing soak as soon as you get up here.
I can't believe you barricaded yourself in the waiting room toilets. Like, I don't want to cause any of the other guests a nuisance, so let's do this here, over a message.
What the hell is going on? What are you doing here, Sam? You were supposed to be away on business. Explain yourself.
Sorry to have to break this to you, Indigo, but the whole business trip thing was a lie to bust your sordid affair out in the open.
And you're with Bruce, too? Why would the both of you be here together? Is this all some kind of bad dream? What the hell do you both think you're playing at? I don't understand any of this.
Me and Bruce are childhood friends. We go way back.
What?
We suddenly lost contact when his parents divorced and his mom took him to live in Philly sometime around junior high. We haven't spoken since. We got back in touch a little while back when we bumped into each other during a miraculous chance encounter in the town next to ours, where I was headed for a doctor appointment, and we exchanged numbers. Oh, when I told him I was married, showed him a picture of me and you. He said, "But that's my girlfriend." Supposedly, you met 4 months back at some group dating event. Isn't it a little odd that you'd be going to dating events when me and you were married?
What the hell? You met him on the way to a freaking doctor's appointment? Does that kind of thing actually happen?
Fact of the matter is that it did happen, Indigo. They do say it's a small world. Oh yeah. Your mom and dad are currently on their way to this hotel as we speak.
What?
Me and Bruce are outside your room to make sure you can't escape.
No way, this can't be happening. Is this some kind of sick joke? You told my parents about this? What right did you have to go and do that, asshole?
You can swear at me all you like, but fact of the matter is, we're getting a divorce. How are we ever going to get through this without telling them? What, were you going to pretend we were still married so they wouldn't find out what you did?
Divorce? What? But why?
I am actually amazed you have the nerve to ask me that.
But you told me you loved me just earlier today. You do love me, don't you? How could you divorce me? Surely you don't mean that.
Oh, that.
No. Listen to me, sweetie. Me and you are going to rebuild this relationship. The flame of our passion will not be extinguished.
Sorry, but someone already dumped a bucket of water over it.
What?
Believe me, I wanted to tell you to say, enjoy your lover's vacation, you cheating whore, more than anything. You have no idea how hard it was to pretend I didn't know about the affair.
What?
That's why we are absolutely never, ever rebuilding our relationship. I can assure you beyond any shadow of a doubt that we are unequivocally, indubitably, categorically, unquestionably never getting back together. That should have done it. Do you understand now? I can't wait to get this divorce finalized, see the back of you forever.
Oh my God, I can't become a divorcee after barely 6 months of marriage.
If the thought of losing me is so terrifying to you, why would you cheat on me in the first place?
That's,
Bet you didn't even consider the possibility I'd find out, did you? Bruce told me this. But apparently you said you felt like going to that dating event where you guys met was somehow just the right thing to do. Before signing up last thing on a spur-of-the-moment decision. You always did have a habit of acting on your whims without thinking of the consequences. Sometimes it could be fun. We'd end up excited in places I never would have thought to go to myself on days out and stuff. But I have to draw the line at being cheated on.
Fine, I get it already. Just stop. Divorce it is. I'll agree to the divorce. You win. Just tell me what I need to sign and it's done. I hate the idea of being a divorcee, but I guess it's not so bad if I get to marry Bruce after.
You really are the most delusional person I've ever met. Can't seriously think me and you are getting married? Impossible.
What? Bruce, why would you say that? You do love me, don't you? It looks like Sam is intent on divorcing me, which means there's nothing standing in the way of our love anymore. We can tie the knot and ride off into the sunset in bliss and happiness. Why would you say it's impossible?
But the reason I went to that dating event was to find a serious partner, under the assumption we'd get married and have kids. I was looking for someone to settle down with, Indigo.
Right, exactly. So we are going to get married, aren't we?
I would have never, dated you in a million years if I knew you were married.
Huh?
Not only that, but to think you were the wife of my childhood friend. My jaw almost hit the floor when I found out I was unknowingly participating in an act of unfaithfulness and betrayal because of your lies. Do you have any idea how much it hurt when I found out what you made me take part in?
But, Bruce, baby, mine and Sam's divorce is already decided.
And why do you seem to think that has any relevance to anything? I'm pissed with you for lying about the fact you were married in the first place. Can't you understand why I'd be a little upset after being lied to by a married woman after going to a dating event to find a wife?
But, like I just said, me and him are divorcing, so I won't be a married woman anymore. I'll be a free agent, baby, and there'll be nothing in the way of our happiness.
My God, woman, you really are something else. This isn't a case of you divorcing so we can get married. This is a case of me never speaking to you again because you lied to me and made me betray my childhood friend. I'm pissed at you for lying to me and tricking me into dating you when you already had a husband, you goddamn moron.
But Bruce!
In my eyes, you're a failure as a human being at the point you don't realise what you did was wrong.
Don't say things like that. I'll be exclusive to you from here on out. I love you and you only.
Quit boring me with your nonsensical bullshit, woman. Oh, apparently your parents just pulled up?
What? Already?
I never want to see you again for as long as I'll live.
No way, you can't mean that, Bruce. Please, I am begging you, baby. I thought I was your honey pumpkin. I thought you were my trickle pie. Bruce? Bruce? No!
My in-laws kindly offered to drive me home after that. As for Indigo, in spite of her mom and dad flipping out at her and giving her the dressing down of a lifetime in front of the entire hotel lobby, she still seemed to be under the impression that me and her divorcing meant Bruce would be there waiting for her with open arms. She was beside herself when the reality of him never wanting to see her again actually sunk in, and with that she broke down in tears in the parking lot and began rocking back and forth in the fetal position, a distraught, crumpled mess. We thought that meant she had accepted the reality of her situation, but after an hour of hysterical crying, to our astonishment, she started clinging onto Bruce's leg in desperation in another attempt to win him back over. Her parents, realizing there was no hope of their wayward daughter seeing sense and behaving reasonably, decided to step in with the legal proceedings and made sure the divorce went through in less than a month. With that, both me and Bruce received a hefty sum in compensation. Indigo was forced to work as a live-in laborer at her Uncle Jim's house, who she's always been terrified of, to pay back her parents, who very kindly covered the entire fee on her behalf. Word has it that the screams of abject terror as she was dragged into his car could be heard from 5 blocks away. After everything had calmed down, me and Bruce went on a guy's hot spring resort trip to ease our wounded hearts. We soaked in the tub together while drinking fine wine and talking until the early morning hours, just like guys do. I had no idea we'd end up meeting again like this, but they say every cloud has a silver lining, and I'm glad that I was able to get back in touch with Bruce as a result of this whole thing. I don't know what the future holds, but one thing's for sure. I fully intend to live my life as a newly single bachelor to the fullest, if you catch my drift. Here I come, ladies.